interrupt your programming on your news stations to deliver an urgent message. This is a national emergency. Important guidelines will follow. The following message has been transmitted by request by the Norfolk Southern Board of Directors. At around 2:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a semi with a container trailer is stalled on the crossing in Fort Payne, Alabama. At this time, mandatory evacuations are placed for the town and its surrounding areas. Tune to 1240 FM or 1240 AM on your radio dial for later statements on this dangerously developing story. Stay tuned for further updates. Evacuation immediate. The following message has been transmitted by the Alabama Department of Public Safety, Norfolk Southern, and Operation Lifesaver. At around 2:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a freight train is headed on a collision course for the trailer stalled on the crossing at the Fort Payne interchange. Citizens of Fort Payne, please evacuate your homes. A collision is imminent. Head out to a shelter where National Guard troops will assist you for your own protection. Repeating again, evacuate your area immediately for your own safety. Stay tuned for further updates. First bulletin, the freight train has plowed into the trailer, instantly killing the truck driver and demolishing the trailer's contents. Repeating, head to a shelter where National Guard troops will assist you in safeguarding for your own protection. Fires have ignited from the trailer, but the contents are unknown. NTSB operatives will arrive soon after. All areas to the Fort Payne and Collinsville interchanges have been closed until further notice. Please cooperate with state troopers in detouring around the crash site. Violating guidelines will result in you being arrested. Stay tuned for further updates by news media on this dangerously developing story. The NTSB has speculated that flammable and spontaneously combustible solids were present in the semi-trailer before the crash. An FBI analyzer will take the contents for sampling. More online investigations have begun. The locomotives involved in collision are a Norfolk Southern high-hooded B36-7, a Norfolk Southern C30-7, a high-hooded SD40-2, and a high-hooded GP38-2. None of the locomotives have been totaled in the wreck, but speculations report that the lead engineer and brakeman were severely injured from the impact. Again, this is not yet confirmed. Regular broadcasting has been discontinued until further notice. Stay tuned for further updates. Civil danger warning continues for the Fort Payne, Alabama and its surrounding areas. The following message has been transmitted by request from the NTSB and Operation Lifesaver. The lead engineer and brakeman were confirmed to being severely injured. A rear conductor and brakeman also suffered moderate and critical injuries from the explosion after the crash. Those who have evacuated Fort Payne and its surrounding areas are urged to remain in your shelter until all clears have been given. The NTSB has reported the truck driver disobeyed and disregarded the crossing signals before the gates lowered down. Attempts to reach the driver by cell were unsuccessful. Other attempts to communicate with the driver were also unsuccessful. Stay tuned for further updates. We are sorry to interrupt your news programming on ABC. This is a national emergency. Important guidelines will follow. This message has been transmitted by request from Operation Lifesaver, Norfolk Southern, the NTSB, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The contents examined of the FB lab in Washington, D.C. confirmed nitrocellulose and yellow phosphorus in the container of the semi-trailer. It was also confirmed the truck driver had an inconsistent safety record and has had his license suspended 4 times in the last 9 months. The only one confirmed killed was the truck driver himself. The critically and severely injured have been taken to area hospitals for examination. Message will continue in 10 minutes. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its program by request of the United States government to participate in this emergency. During this emergency, most stations will remain in the air to only provide news coverage for only assigned areas. Do not use telephones, unless you are in need of critical emergency. The emergency action notification has been activated. The mandatory evacuations ordered earlier have now been terminated. All clears have been given. It is now safe to return to your homes. No other injuries or deaths have been confirmed. Property damage has ranged to or around $375,000. We thank you for your amazing cooperation during this strategic emergency. We will return back to ABC Action News and other news stations for regularly scheduled programming. This concludes the emergency broadcast system.